A lot of people have thought of this as an aid industry that's sort of traditional and bureaucratic, and I think we're shifting into this whole new ecosystem. It's diverse. Companies like Thomson Reuters are playing a really big role now in this field. How do we adopt an innovation mindset? What do we do? Give us the recipe.
Well, I don't know that there's a recipe for it, but I think events like this speak to the collaboration that now really is starting to exist between public and private partnership. It's been talked about forever. We've heard in plenty of sessions on all the challenges and all the reasons why it hasn't worked in the past, why regulations or rules or just mindsets have prevented us from finding ways to operate together. And they've now gotten to the point where they look at technology and the service offerings, and they're finding ways to actually partner and say, you know what, if we couple your thoughts with my tech, with your data, the possibilities are endless.
Yeah, I'm glad you put it that way, because I think there's still a lot of people who think innovation equals technology, but that's not really what it's all about.
No, it's not just about the tech. It's about the business, it's about the ideas, it's about the process, it's about all these things that couple together.
And you guys have 50,000 employees, and this is a big platform.
It is.
So how do you engage, as such a large institution, with the small social entrepreneurs, with the NGOs, with all of the various diversity you see at an event like this? Give us a sense of, if I were one of those social entrepreneurs, how do I come and partner with Thomson Reuters?
Well, the amazing thing is that it almost happens, in events like this, or just through connections and networking. That was part of the call to action that I gave to people in the room, which is there has to be something. You wouldn't be sitting in this room today if you didn't want to do something. So pick one thing that you're passionate about. Go meet that person, go make it happen. We engage in the startup communities all the time. We mentor startups, we find amazing things that are out there. The whole Apps for Good charity work that we've done in the UK was not just about writing a check to help promote STEM education, but about partnering up with a startup, a couple of people. So here's a 50,000 person company that said, we're gonna let this 2-person startup in a co-working space run with an idea. And we'll be there to support you. We'll bring people in to help you make this program happen. This can happen. All you have to do is have that passion and that love and that desire to see it through. I look at this Apps for Good example, and the fact that it's now growing internationally. We've taken it from 3 schools and maybe 100 kids to 25,000 kids this year, to where the British government actually changed the curriculum. So the kids are now learning how to code. And we've cracked that gender diversity barrier.
And what about the role of government? Because still the vast majority of funding, lots of new funding coming in from wealthy individuals, from crowdsourcing, from corporations, but still the vast majority is foreign aid or official government aid.
Yeah.
What's the role of government to help drive this innovation agenda? What do you want to see from government? How do you guys partner with them?
So I think a great example again is how I've watched the entire tech community grow in the UK and how I've seen it grow in other countries around the world. Pick one, Singapore, South Africa, they all kind of work really similarly. Government's responsibility to make that happen is all about creating the right environment. So creating a proactive immigration policy that encourages entrepreneurs to come in, that makes it easy to invest, that is transparent, that puts the infrastructure in. It's all these sorts of things. Government has a great role to play on this, but government does need to do some of the things that we've heard today. They've got to get more streamlined in their procurement processes. They've got to be willing to take chances on new technologies, to find incubation methods so that we can go and do these things without fear of repercussion. And that's what we see, for example, in the financial tech space with blockchain. You're seeing regulators are saying, come and play in our sandbox so we can understand some of this groundbreaking technology, because that's a big problem.
Absolutely.
Tech moves way faster than government, and government's always going to be slow and behind the curve. But if it can at least get some people that kind of at least understand it and create an environment that fosters this experimentation, it'll go a long way.